What would happen to your body if you were starving? In the beginning, as you're forced to go without food, your body consumes its fat stores for energy. But if the deprivation continues, malnutrition sets in, and the body raids its own muscles and bones to survive. You start feeling weak and unfocused, your hair falls out, your stomach bloats, and you're constantly cold. Your wounds don't heal, and if you get an infection, you don't recover like you used to. In children, this happens much faster because their bodies are so small. And in kids, malnutrition can have long-term impacts, like stunted physical and intellectual development. In a state of malnutrition, the body will keep breaking itself down. That's what starvation is.
Your organ body systems keep on deteriorating and reducing and adapting until a point such that they cannot adapt any longer.
Eventually, the person succumbs to an infection or their heart stops. They die. I'm talking about this because it's what tens of millions of people in Sudan are facing. International aid agencies keep raising the alarm about how dire the situation is. Over 3 years of fighting, they've been warning about food scarcity pretty much from the beginning.
We estimate for 2026, 33.7 million people in need of humanitarian assistance. That is significantly above 50% of the population. We know also over 9.5 million people are displaced. Over half of them, about 51% of them, are children. And then we know that 21 million people are acutely food insecure.
Sudan has already been declared the world's largest hunger crisis. But bear in mind that aid agencies can't access all parts of Sudan because of the fighting. So these are estimates. The actual size of the disaster is expected to be even bigger. Sudan is exhausted, as are its people. They have to keep fleeing the fighting, starving, traumatized, with no time to rest or address their trauma. They no longer have the energy to cope or to access help. But it's very hard to count how many people have died as a result of starvation in Sudan. A starving person can die of many causes that wouldn't normally be fatal. But there are estimates. A year ago, in early 2025, the Sudanese Doctors Union said more than 500,000 children have died of starvation or starvation-related causes. But still, there are isolated stories of hope.
The earlier you identify the malnourished child, the better the chance of survival. We have celebrated so many children coming out of malnutrition.
But this is hope for a few, while reality for millions of Sudanese is still very grim.